What has developing a reality TV show taught you about how the entertainment industry works?
It has been such a crazy experience because I'm not an actress. I never had aspirations to be. I'm a business person. I'm a person who just, believes in working your butt off and being and doing better every day and, loving what you do and surrounding yourself with great people. And this is a whole business. I mean, this is like something that I think the one thing I've learned is that most people who are on reality TV, and especially when it's based around businesses, they kind of create the businesses for TV. In this case, I have a real business and a show is being created about that and about my life, and it's been a wild ride. The industry is so different than anything I've ever experienced, and it's been such a learning curve. Just the timing of things and the way things work, and it's been incredibly difficult for me. It's been a process that has been so wonderful at times and so frustrating that I just want to like punch myself in the face. Like, there's so much money involved, there's so many people, there's so much at stake, it's so extreme. I'm working with the most incredible, talented team, and again, I'm so proud of the team that I'm working with, and I feel really confident in that, and I really, really trust them. But it's so hard because I know my personal business so well. I know the ins and outs, the timing of how things get done, when they get done, how much they cost. And this is a whole nother industry. And I don't want to go into it blind. It's my life. It's my business. It's everything to me that's now going to be, brought, potentially, knock on wood, broadcasted across the United States, across the world. And I take great pride in the life that I've built, my business, the people I surround myself with, my family. And so it's really hard to, have all that at stake and trust someone else with it. So to be able to do that, a lot of discipline, to be able to let go. And luckily, it takes a village. I've got a really great team surrounding me.
As a business person, what were some of the big learning experiences as you acclimated to the media world?
The amount of people involved.
Really?
Yeah. It takes a village. Agents, my agents, lawyers, agents from CAA, production company, the production company's agents, hair, makeup, contract. It takes a village. Even when you're just on set, the amount of people surrounding you, it's astounding. And when we first started filming, I was like, this is so fun. In a nutshell, what happens is either you approach a production company or a production company approaches you about producing a show. In my case, I was very fortunate. I had quite a few production companies approach me, and thus was able to go with one that I really adored and loved and admired. So great deal there. Then you film what's called a sizzle. And a sizzle is basically, a 5-minute trailer of the season of the show in a nutshell, so that gets shopped to the networks. In an ideal world, a network will bid and purchase the show. And they'll either create a presentation or a pilot. Which is kind of a more pimped out version of the sizzle. It's like pretty much an episode. And then they'll decide after that whether or not they're going to pick it up. For me, this process was I felt like it's been the longest, slowest, most painful, but it's been 20 times faster, every agent, producer that I've talked to, than is typical because of the bidding war that started over the rights to the Graceless. So that was fortunate. But for me, it seems like an eternity. It's painfully long. Filming the sizzle, because I never thought I would do a show, was like, what do I have to lose? Fun and games. By the time we filmed the pilot, I think it hit me when the show was purchased. Because there's so many people involved now. It's still amazing and I love the process, but that's when it became incredibly, there was a lot more weight on my shoulders because it's not just me anymore. This is potentially, going to put my agents' kids through college, put my production company, pay their bills, our agents over that represent the show, the network. I mean, there's so much money and so many people involved at this point, and it's it's so humbling because these people don't get paid a cent, and here they are dishing out hundreds of thousands of dollars and all this time and energy for months on you. So that's when it really hit me, because I'm a very loyal person, and I was just so humbled that they would invest that amount of time and money, but they only get paid back if the show's picked up. So there's a lot. For me, I take it very personally, and it's been very humbling, but it's just a lot of pressure.